I've been told Ghost can do this fight again.
Can Ghost really do this fight?
Yeah.
So you're saying she can do it? Hey guys, so this is another podcast. We're reviewing The Maze. We tried to get this one out right before it goes away, so that's why we kind of rushed it, and I do apologize. I'm pretty sick at the moment. Not too bad feeling-wise, but I've got the sniffles, and so you're going to hear that a little bit throughout the podcast. But other than that, it's pretty good. Me and Cam have spent some time in The Maze. Cam has 100% it. I'm still working on it, but I've gotten through a lot of fights. I've just restarted plenty of times, so we do have a good amount of experience with the fights in The Maze. Other than that, it's just more about the overall structure, going through fight by fight, how we thought about each fight, and then kind of some hopes and prayers about what we might see in the future regarding content like this. So yeah, enjoy.
Anyways,
yeah, okay.
Want to talk about Maze first?
Yeah, let's do The Maze. I'm not all the way done it yet. I've done just completion, and I've probably done enough fights to have already 100% it, but I've refused to spend items on exploration.
Yeah, I spent like 5 revives on my last lane because I was just too tired.
That's what happened to me on my first lane. I got all the way Guillotine for free. I mean, I didn't even die once. Everybody was alive, and then Guillotine just cleaned house. I mean, she took all my stash, but it was only a few revives. Yeah, she's so good. She's like skilled. Like she has skills.
Yeah,
the AI was strong. So I think how should we do this? Should we break it up into lanes or fights? There's about 12 lanes. No, there's 16 lanes, right? No, there's 12. There's 12 lanes.
4, then 4,
then 3.
3.
Yeah, and you can kind of mix and match. Like you can build a team to hit 4 different paths. So that might, well, maybe we should just talk about each individual fight.
Yeah, well, starting from the whole structure of it, I think this is, and with the background and with the picture that it comes with, I think this was their little entertainment for endgame players, like really endgame players who are sitting at home with their family. Their family is driving them nuts, and they're like, so what can we do for these people?
Yeah.
And
they just didn't realize that we had just spent all of our resources on variant.
Yeah, so what can we do for these people? And they said, let's make a maze. And the maze is pretty similar to Realm of Legends in health pools, but I think that's where the similarities end, because there's so many like new nodes, and there's challenging encounters. It's a good practice. It's a good practice for Alliance Wars, because all of those heroes in there have basically the same stats as a war boss.
I had some thoughts about just the overall layout though. The maze, they call it a maze. It's not a maze.
Yeah.
Labyrinth is more of a maze. And I actually think it would be really cool to have an actual maze. Like, maybe don't lock the camera, right? But do make it a maze. Like, something that you'd, find in a drawing book. One of those things that you have to try and work your way through and pick your paths. And I think it would also be cool to design it in such a way where exploration wasn't necessary. So maybe there are no exploration rewards, but there is only completion rewards, and you pick your poison, You go through the path that suits you best. Because I've been hearing a lot of people say, oh, this is the easiest path, but it's not necessarily the easiest path for everybody, Some people, I definitely chose maybe a different route than somebody else would have, and I think that would have been cool, I think, to actually make it more like a maze. And then also the energy cost is low, but
which is good.
It's good, but I think I'd even make it a little lower.
Yeah,
I like trying it. I can only try maybe 5 or 6 times before I have to put it down and then wait for energy. Yeah,
yep.
yeah. So that's okay though. I'm not complaining too much. They've given a lot of energy refills lately, so it's not a big deal.
The energy cost, I feel it really caught up with me toward like at the beginning of my runs, because I was still like figuring out my what I want to do, and
right.
I had a lot of trouble with that Iron Man Infinity War, so he was
Oh
a big
yeah.
problem for me.
And he's quite a few energy in. He's like 15 energy in, you know, and you have to fight a Heimdall or a Killmonger first.
So I had a lot of trouble with that dude, and energy cost really came to I feel bite me in the ass when I wanted to actually go through him without needing to revive or needing to use items.
Yeah.
But other than that, I feel the one energy per tile is
nice. Yes, it's so much better. It's easier to think about, you know, to plan.
Yeah, it's a lot nicer than Variant, which is 3 energy per tile for the entire thing.
Yeah. See, I would just there's a lot of nodes that are like in a straight line, and then there's just 4 nodes between them. I would just get rid of those. I mean, there should be like at most 1 intermediary. You should only have a node when you're trying to change directions. You know, straight lines should just be straight lines.
There are too many nodes, I feel.
Yeah.
But aside from that, this is like the best, cheapest practice you can get.
Oh, this is awesome content.
Versus some high-end war defenders.
Yeah, and this takes me back to Road to Labyrinth. I mean, I used to start that. I'd get to the last boss in Road to Labyrinth, and if I died, I'd start the whole thing over. Like I wouldn't spend even 1 health potion in there until I could just do every fight perfectly, and that's kind of well, I'm not that. I'm a little bit more of a end game player with lots of revives and stuff in the stash now, so I do use some now, but this is taking me back to that because I'm so broke that it's cool. I mean, if I go to Heimdall and I've been using Stark Spidey for him. If I take more than a few blocked hits, I just restart the dang thing, and you know, it's just like I just need everybody to be in perfect condition when I get to that to wherever I'm going, the Thanos or the.
Alright, so you want to talk about fights from right at the top to the bottom?
Do you want to do like reading a book? Let's just do Killmonger, Heimdall,
sure, yeah.
Archangel, Korg, or do you want to?
I actually made a Reddit post about this place, and I was like,
yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, I think I missed out a lot of I missed on a lot of the options. A lot of people were like, I don't have a high rank Domino, so I'm not sure. I'm not aware of the stuff she can do. But starting from Killmonger, he's an interesting defender because he has his synergy active, his unique synergy active with Void, which allows him to like have a chance to purify debuffs and recover a percentage of health. But this one has a 70% chance instead of a 30-something%.
Yeah. It's pretty crazy.
Even a 50%.
It's 70, yeah.
So this dude is pretty nuts. He has this new node also that only gives the attacker power when he uses a special, which I thought was cool because it completely shuts down any power drainers.
Yeah.
Like magic is pretty useless in there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a tough one. I realized that Archangel's ability to prevent shrugging off doesn't count towards Purify, I don't think. So
I think it should, but
it's just classic. I mean, Archangel just always gets the short end of the stick.
Yeah, man. Like, he has some long wings and some short sticks.
Yeah. So yeah, he can do it though. I did it with Archangel multiple times already without dying. So
yeah, and you know, you would be still better off just using like some any armor break champ.
Yeah,
but they're so good against him.
So one good thing too about just this node is it's a good node to put As in, if this was war, I don't think you would put Killmonger on this node, because one of the things, like, the only way to gain power is if he uses a special attack, right? So debuff champions will give Killmonger power, which will let him throw his specials, which will let you throw your specials. So it's kind of like a give and take, and so you kind of actually want to do some debuffs, so that he can throw some specials. But
I'm not sure if they introduce this node in war. Who would I put on there? Maybe
the Purify one or the Matador one?
The Matador one.
Yeah. I think I would probably put someone that probably, like, has some sort of unavoidable effect with their special attack. Like, I don't know. Hard to say.
Emma?
Yeah, maybe. Jeez. That would be bad.
I'm not sure. I'm actually... Like, maybe someone who you would rather push to their SP2 than their SP1, so it would reduce basically your power gain in return, because no matter what special they use, you still earn 1 bar of power.
Yeah, maybe like Punisher 2099 or something.
Punisher 2099, both specials suck.
Yeah.
Maybe Bishop, maybe Spider-Man, maybe Corvus, maybe... Yeah, I think those are some decent
Corvus would be a good one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's an interesting node. I like it.
What are some other good options for this guy?
I've seen Medusa do great. I've seen Hyperion, Symbiote Spidey, Corvus, of course. The cosmic armor breakers.
Yeah.
Heimdall, if you have all day, he can do some work.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems like it'd be an okay thing to take in Corvus and Proxima, and then hit the Killmonger, and then head up to the Iron Man.
Yeah.
Because you need a Corvus for both of those fights.
I'm actually... How does Corvus do in here? How does a 565 Corvus do in here?
He'll do fine. He'll run out of charges, but he'll get them back.
He'll regain them, yeah. For sure. Because, when you see in Alliance Wars, you have similar health pools, but you also have Power Start 1, and you have the Cosmic Power Boost, and you have the whole Corvus Boost Trinity.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of where Corvus is heading in the meta. Like, in Variant, he was effective, but very hard to use. Yeah. And I like that. I thought that's how I always imagined Corvus being. In War, he's just way overpowered. But he's not so easy in the regular game, in questing and stuff, and not like some other champions. He's pretty. You have to play around his charges, which is fun. And he can do this. I did with a 455. I one shot the Iron Man once. So.
Man, that Iron Man was problematic.
It takes a while, but you just once he gains all this armor, right? But when you don't have charges, so you just wait, and then your True Strike comes back, and the armors don't matter. So
yeah, and also Blade, the Ghost Rider, for Killmonger, he also works. So
I'm sure Blade is always a good option, isn't he? So I wonder. Let me think. Who else could go on that Killmonger? A Voodoo, maybe. Could Voodoo do this?
Voodoo would have to power burn him, and that would, I think, prevent his own power gain.
Yeah, I'd say Proxima can probably do this. Domino.
People were saying Sabretooth with the Killmonger synergy.
Yeah. Sabretooth could probably do this. Ghost, obviously, can do this.
Omega can, but man, does he struggle against Killmonger sometimes.
Yeah. Captain America Infinity War should be able to do this with a cosmic synergy. Actually, is there a regen associated with it? I just went to my rosters so I could scan champions. Is there a regen associated with the Purify?
Yeah, there's a 5% regen.
So if you stacked Captain America with a tech champion and a cosmic champion, he could probably do pretty good eventually.
Or just leave out the cosmic champions so you can actually get the regen. The regen only activates if he has his armor active.
Oh,
if you armor break him, there's no more regen.
Oh, is that true?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. He'll probably purify a lot of those though, so it might be pretty difficult to.
He also has the random buff node, random debuff / buff node.
Yes.
What is it called?
Chaos. No, it's chaos is different.
Chaos. Something chaos. So every time you use specials or you use specials, there's a buff or debuff applied to both of you.
Yeah.
And that's great because he sometimes gets like a bleed or a legion on him, and it ticks for like 1.5k tick, and it's great, and you can just sit back and let him kill himself.
Yep.
So it's a fun time.
Yeah. So there's plenty of options for the Killmonger. He's just tricky. It's nothing crazy.
He is also very aggressive. It's a good AI to be aggressive.
Right. Yeah. Aggressive AIs are. Well, it depends. When they're labeled aggressive, I find that they're more just good.
Yeah, they are good. They're really good.
We'll cover some of that in a little bit, but yeah.
Oh my god, Heimdall.
Yeah.
Oh,
so let's go to Heimdall. Heimdall is actually one of the most annoying fights I've ever had in the whole game. Like, oh my god. This guy's tough, okay. But I have the secret weapon. I know how to beat him. And I do too. I've tested this. So let's see whose solution is better.
Okay, so my solution was to use Heimdall as a build up for Mr. Aegon.
Ooh.
Because I wanted to use Aegon on Iron Man because of that true accuracy thing.
Your solution sounds like a nightmare.
My solution was a nightmare, and it almost drive me nuts because I used to get like 300 something combos with Aegon on Heimdall right before he died, and then he with how great he is, he just decided not to throw specials anymore until he got to SP2, and I was against the wall taking a ton of block damage, so it was a lot of fun. And
they learn, you know, the AI learns that, oh, if I just hold the special, I win the game.
Yeah. So he just killed me over and over and over again.
Yes.
And that fight was a fun time.
Yep. So if you can do that, if you can get out with Aegon alive, that's not a bad way to go about. If I can
get out with Aegon with 150,
which it will definitely take over 150 hits easily.
Yeah, but my Aegon is like sig 80, so I carry over only 50% of my combo.
Good point.
So I need to get out with over 300 combo and hope for the best on the crits on Iron Man. So it's all a good time.
Okay. So let me that seems like a fun thing.
Yeah.
But the way that I've tried this there's probably tons of ways I haven't tried it. First I tried with the magic intercept loop, and that works okay, but it takes a while with a 455. Whereas it would be a lot faster with a 565. I have a 565 Stark Spidey, and this is the way to do it. Build your poise, and then what you want to do is build to 1.9 bars of power, and then stun lock him in the corner, and then power drain him. And the power drain puts him just at special 1, and he will use that because he's desperate, because he's been stun locked for a minute. And then by the time, while you're building your poise back up to 10, you just bait your specials, let him do his thing, and then just repeat, and then your EMP will be ready right around when you're starting to get pinned again on the wall. So you want to do medium, and then 5-hit combo until you.
I don't know why, but that sounds a lot better than building up a 455 Aegon and wanting to jump off a bridge or something.
It only takes about 120 hits to do it with Spidey if you do it that way.
Yeah. I did it with Hyperion. I did it with Magic.
Yeah.
Magic was great for him. Magic was very good for him.
Just those intercepts. Every once in a while, Heimdall's got this. I mean, it's just like a lot of champs, but he seems to be worse than others, where he will just reach out with a light attack rather than a medium.
He swings that sword very quickly.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So if you're going for that backdraft intercept, just be really careful. I think it's almost better just to parry and keep going.
I did that,
you know,
for sure.
Yeah.
I did it with Voodoo. Has been making a huge comeback with this event. I feel with the maze.
In general, Voodoo's been. We've had a couple wars where our only 565 Voodoo and like the whole alliance has been just the game winner.
Mm-hmm.
Like literally the person who won the war for us was using like a Voodoo.
I've been told Symbiote Supreme does well. He has some power
sure.
drain. He has buff control.
I wasn't able to do it with Hood. I tried.
Ouch!
It's so hard. When he goes invisible, Heimdall knows, so he doesn't throw his special 2, of course.
Oh, nice. That's fun.
So one really cool thing I tried, which was totally working, was Sentry. It worked. Mm-hmm. I mean, I would push this guy to 2 bars of power and eat the special 2 and take no damage. Just indestructible, indestructible, indestructible. He could not touch me, except for when it's bugged. Sometimes you don't know when it's going to happen, but you will just die. It's like...
That's always fun.
I don't understand it. It's so frustrating. It's so frustrating. Because this is like what it's meant for, you know? They say, oh, you can't dexterity out of it. You can't evade out of it. You can't do anything. You can only take the hit. So it's like, okay, Luke Cage, you know, or maybe, you know, Sentry. But it just doesn't work.
I didn't even try with Luke Cage because Luke Cage requires like an aggressive aggressive playstyle, and
yeah,
this dude does not allow for aggressive playstyle unless if you power burn him.
Yeah. So I think would Ronan be okay?
Ronan actually works. Ronan definitely works.
The high sig Ronan.
Yeah, just play super aggressive. Not really. I'm not sure how high of a sig you need.
You'd have to bait a few heavies, get those permanent armors on.
Permanent armors, permanent like dexterities, permanent like precisions. Yeah, you get those on. He has like 5 buffs, and he gets like a 6th one. And you would have a good time with Ronan because you get the attack bonus from the sig, and you also get the attack bonus from the node for all cosmic champions for like 125%, which is nice. So yeah, Ronan works. Venom, I've been told, works.
Yeah, I'm sure he does. Yeah, that's a good point. Venom. Yeah.
He gets like a tick of regen every time he uses SP1, which is nice because SP1s are less power gaining for the opponent.
Yeah, but yeah, Heimdall's okay. I mean, it's more of a just getting back into your rhythm sort of thing.
It's more of a try not to get it stuck against the wall. Kind of deal. He's fun.
I'd bet Ghost would do great again against him.
I wouldn't know.
Yeah, I haven't tried it. I have her unduped, but I bet you she'd be fine.
We had a debacle in the alliance. We had so many ghosts dying left and right in alliance wars, and we were like,
"Oh boy,
don't use her! Don't use her if you're not Pete. What are you doing?"
Yeah, you need the hair.
Yeah, you need the hair. That hair comes with ghost skills.
Okay, let's go to Archangel, where we will spend all of 2 minutes talking about him. It's Biohazard. It's Archangel, unblockable finale. Just bring your double immune, and you're good.
Super easy.
You can light intercept Archangel's dash, so there's no worries about that.
Yeah.
I did it with OG Vision. You can also do it with Ghost Rider. You can do it with Omega Red. Obviously, you can do it with so many different people.
So I saw someone in my comment section of the Reddit post was like, Omega doesn't work against Archangel. You still take that bleed damage. Little known fact: if you put in 1 point in Coagulate, Omega never takes any bleed damage from any source, no matter how strong it is.
Well, Okay. Yeah, but even so, he has willpower, right? So, or you have willpower, so you're.
But if you get enough bleed stacked on you, that actually trumps willpower.
Oh. Okay. Well, yeah. Put in coagulate. Omega Red can do it. Iceman, Luke Cage, still hinder the block for those guys, for Ghost Rider. I mean, this is pretty straight. This is one of the easiest fights in the whole thing.
Yeah, this is super.
So when he gets to 25%, just get ready to do your light intercepts. So I recommend practicing that throughout the fight. Get into that rhythm. I did it with Vision, so it was just intercepting galore the whole time. Just had him pinned like magic loop. And when it came to it, I was like already in my rhythm. 25% went by real quick. Cause it got to Assassin's Range and it was all good.
Yeah, Vision is nice.
So let's go to Korg, huh? Or do you want to spend time on Archangel?
I feel you may have had a harder time with Korg than I have.
It's still dotted lines for me. I haven't gotten through him. I can't. I haven't beat him yet. So I'm looking for some help here. I don't know.
Your magic is duped, right?
She's duped now.
Okay.
So I'm thinking about maybe taking off dexterity. I don't know.
Take off dex. And just go in there with magic and do light intercepts. Light intercepts until he runs out of charges.
Yeah.
And with magic, you build up combos so quick and you go through the time of the fight so quickly that he'll run out of charges, and soon enough he won't have any more charges, so he goes from like 9 to 0 real quick.
Oh, okay. And then you just play him like normal, right? Parry.
Yeah, you play him literally like normal. He's not too bad. He has the aggressive node.
Okay.
And this is actually aggressive, not good. He doesn't have a good fighter node, I feel.
Yeah.
The other options I've thought about has been Domino. Domino does really well against him.
Yeah, she's so good. I don't think the bullet counts. It's the projectile.
Yeah.
My favorite option I've seen so far has been the 565 King Groot.
Yes.
That is so awesome. I just love King. Like, I actually like King Groot. He is as the poster on Reddit said, he's immortal.
He really is.
He's immortal.
He also requires the player to be immortal.
I bet he just played completely normal and just ate the damage. I bet you that's what he did.
He took a nap middle of the fight. He was having a good time, man.
I think one day I have a 6-star King Groot. If I ever dupe the guy, one day I'll just, for the fun of it, take him up a little bit and just have an immortal champion, because he truly is. I mean, there is no champion that is more survivable than King Groot. He can shrug off the debuffs, and when he shrugs off debuffs, he regens like a crazy amount. And
he's a big tree.
He's a big tree. He's very okay. So that was a very cool option. Other cool options were Proxima.
Star-Lord can do it.
We had a guy. Yeah, Star-Lord can do it. Just do the light intercepts like you were saying.
Yeah.
Get that up there. We have a guy with a 565 Proxima. He did it in one special 3. Just killed him. 400,000 damage. Yeah, no problem there.
Jesus. Yeah.
So Proxima has been very useful lately. She's very useful in variant.
I've seen this dude on Reddit, which I admire a lot. He has a 565 Proxima, and he has been doing like war videos with her, and they're so impressive, man. They're just.
He's good at the intercepts and everything, and the incapacitates.
Yeah, he's good at the stuff she needs to do. So I'm like, teach me, buddy.
Yeah.
Korg is, obviously the obvious options for him are Omega, and then second, like a distant second is Magic, which I feel Korg actually needs more counters.
Maybe if you took your 2015 Magneto to 455, maybe you could slowly get through him. You wouldn't have to worry about any of the damage.
I actually still don't know how to evade Korg's SP1.
Oh, really? It's not too bad. Yeah. It's like I'm like 90% now, but it's really in what do you call it? Not intuitive, because you evade at like a really strange moment, before the gunshot comes.
I wish I could evade him, because it cost me a lot of potions in war just to
yeah,
heal up characters after
having a Korg fight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know who else would be good here? Iron Man Infinity War is a good counter to Korg in general.
I've been told that.
Yeah, he's very good actually. Super strong. And he's got a lot of options for how you play the fight. Power control with the well, actually no, Korg's immune to shock, right? So you can't do the power control. Yeah. But you can get like these energy repulsor blasts, which are just part of his basic attacks, and they will not give you the damage. And his first medium is one of those, so that's really useful.
You can still get plasma on him, though, right? You can get the plasma.
Yeah, you can get a plasma on him by using an L3, and refresh that, and he'll tick away.
How do you refresh the plasma again?
Just hit him with a medium. Even right. I want to say even through the block, but actually that might not be true.
You are correct.
Yeah, the repulsor for sure.
I tried building up Aegon on Korg and it didn't go well. Needless to say,
I can see that. Aegon, man, I think we
got him right.
We got him right. Yeah.
565ing him again.
Because he's cool and he has one arm.
He really is cool.
Yeah.
Hyperion, good on Korg.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Just spam SB1.
If somehow you have a 565 Iceman, not the worst idea, not the best, but I see a lot of 565 Icemen. So I think people will have that guy.
Dormammu shuts him down completely.
Ooh, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
A lot of people have Dormammu for their defense.
No physical attacks and also power control, which is nice.
Doctor Strange.
Yeah, good luck. Sorcerer Supreme, which is the better Strange. Another option that people don't usually think about when talking about Korg, Red Hulk. High dupe Red Hulk. He gets so much physical resistance that he doesn't actually take much Thor's damage.
Yeah, I can see that. Who else? I'm trying. Okay, you're just giving me that idea. Who else has high physical resistance?
Not many characters. Who would have thought, huh?
Yeah.
Captain America: Infinity War.
Yeah. You know, I don't think he gets a lot. I think Emma Frost gets a pretty high amount.
Yeah, Emma
in diamond form.
Diamond form.
You could throw on Colossus if you wanted, and she'd be in diamond form basically the whole fight.
Mm-hmm.
Is 1700 physical resistance a lot?
I think that's a lot. Yeah.
She's pretty good versus Korg, and she has the true damage on the specials. But there's no regen, no sustainability there, so just get ready to kind of get out of that fight probably pretty low health. And
if you have a high rank Emma, maybe that's a good option there.
If I took her in, I'd probably throw suicides on and use special 3s. And you'd probably do pretty good. But
let me look up.
Oh, Rhino's got some physical resistance.
Yeah.
I wouldn't use Rhino. Karnak also has physical resistance.
Let me look up some dude with a 565 Red Hulk.
I bet Karnak with full suicides on would be okay.
And let me not accidentally kick him from the Lions. No.
Karnak's got that regen when he has full suicides on. Permanent regen.
Yeah. So Red Hulk gets around 3,000 total physical resist.
Wow, that's quite a lot.
At 6,200, which is nice. He's a big boy.
How about a really unconventional option like Cable? Like just try and regen your way through that power just spam specials. Probably get that rock shit off real quick.
Wait. Cable regens?
only when you're playing against him.
Yeah, only only when you're at full health or when you're playing against him.
Yeah. I think Cable might do okay. He'd be okay. I mean, I think more than likely your best bet is to take your highest strength character and just remove dexterity. Yeah, I kept seeing Bishop and I was like, I don't know.
I'm gonna try my 345 in there.
You never took that guy up, huh?
Yeah, it's sad.
I kind of if you gave me the option to trade what I did, all the work I did to get Emma Frost, and just say, hey, just do that, just take up Bishop, I think I might have done it. I still like Bishop a lot.
He's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I may take him up because resources are just coming in like crazy these days. I may take him up just to fight that one fight with him at 455. That single fight.
Yeah. Dude, we need to let's get on to the next fight.
Yes,
I think
sir.
we have some Mephisto would be the next. Kinda.
Iron Man Infinity War would be next.
Oh yeah, right. Sorry, I missed him.
You're good at it. Man, what a nightmare.
This guy sucks. There's only a few options. You need to have a True Strike champion, I think.
Or you need to have a Void. Void does very well against him.
It's a long fight.
It's not.
How is it not? I mean, you have to just wait and degen him out?
Yeah, the degen is not affected by the armors. You basically just wait. You hang back. You hit him on his block. You sometimes bait heavies and. Can
you do it with a 4-star?
I think so.
That's what I have.
I did it with a unduped 6-star.
I think. Really? Okay.
Yeah.
I think I'll probably just be using Corvus with True Strike. I don't see.
Don't you think like Proxima works?
Oh, definitely. She does work, but the armor. Yeah. So you're not going to be doing a lot of damage.
Yeah, she doesn't have true strike. She has true accuracy.
But you could probably keep it up like the true accuracy long enough to actually not have him gain so many armors.
Yeah, maybe. But depends on your mission.
Like with Corvus, at one point I had like 65 armor breaks on him.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, because
how was your damage?
No, it doesn't. I mean, it doesn't really change.
Yeah, it doesn't really go up. Right?
So, but it's just funny because he applies an armor break for every single armor, and if you just spend enough time messing around, those armors just add up. Mm-hmm. So, Iron Man, pain in the butt. So it sounds like a 565 Void can just wreck him.
Oh yeah, every time. I saw like Ryan, even Seaton with a 455 duped one. The dupe helps a lot because at the end of the fight, there's a bitch face because he turns into a bitch and he starts gaining a lot of power.
Yeah. But if you have Fear of the Void on.
Yeah, no more power gain for him. Heimdall, Killmonger with Winter Soldier synergy, I think that could work. Maybe. Yeah, that's I think
Karnak.
He's a very limited fight. Karnak, yeah, good call.
I mean, I just think I didn't have time to do this in the beta.
Yeah.
565 Karnak with the right synergies. God, he's gonna be good. Suicides. I bet you he'd be. I bet you could keep True Strike up easily the whole time with the Inhuman Whale family.
Yeah, that synergy is pretty good. I have a 455 Karnak, so we'll see. We'll see how high he goes. So yeah, Iron Man was a limiting fight for me because I needed options. I needed like Iron Man options.
Yeah.
And this dude is gonna get soloed with my Aegon. I mark my words. No matter how many resources it takes, I'm gonna do it because I'm a dumbass like that.
Ghost would do it easily as well.
Yeah. Again, I wouldn't know.
How about Wasp?
Yes.
I think Wasp
I
could do
was
it.
talking to Brian, I think, about this. I was like, I wish I had a 565 Wasp, because if I could survive the block hits, every one of my heavies is gonna be a guaranteed crit.
Yeah.
So yeah,
That's
Wasp
true.
I think could do it maybe eventually. Mephisto, very straightforward.
Yeah.
Just bring Void, Blade, Red Hulk,
Yeah.
Night Thrasher, or like I did, Quake. It was fun.
I would love to do that with Quake. I did it with Blade, and I'm probably gonna rank up Void to do it the next time around because I don't want to bring Blade in.
Yeah, it was easy. The nodes on him are nothing. They're like the Act 5.4 node.
Yeah, actually, Void would do really well against the Arc Overload.
The Arc Overload doesn't regen him that much though. It's based on base health.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't know because
all
Blade.
Of these have like a 900%.
Blade just turned off everything on that fight.
Yeah.
Even turned off the unblockable special too.
I have a 5-star Blade now.
Oh, nice.
I'm not sure where that came from.
You can't sell him.
No, I don't really need to anymore. What's he doing now?
I still have a lot of. I have a feeling that once he's out of the meta, I'm gonna like him.
Yeah.
Because he has got some smooth animations and he's got really cool utility with the regen. I just think he's way too hyped. He's in everyone's freaking profile.
Yeah, mine is 345. I could have awakened him, but I went with Aegon, so.
Yeah.
But then we have
Emma.
Who
wasn't too bad.
Which is a long fight for me. Who do you use? Stark?
Yeah, Starkey.
Yeah.
So you have to be careful. She won't. She ignores evade on her specials.
The auto evade, yeah.
So, and also oscillate is a really cool node in the sense that it messes with the AI big time. Like,
yeah, I love it.
She will not throw specials when she has in the armor phase.
She will not do anything when she's in the armor phase.
Except for when she does.
Yeah.
And so you might get caught by her, like I did multiple times, when I'm trying to bait out her special, and I'm like, okay, she's not gonna do it, and then I go in for a hit, and of course she throws it.
Oh, I didn't just go in for hits. I went full gung ho on her. I was throwing heavies while she's just blocking and has a special. I didn't care.
Oh, really?
It was fun, man. It was fun. I used Hyperion, and Oscillate with Hyperion is a good combo.
Yeah.
Because when she is in her armor phase, it doesn't reduce my ability accuracy to gain Furies. It just reduces the damage I deal. So I just build up Furies, and then as soon as she's out of armor phase, I just smack her with all the Furies. And Hyperion is good for her because if you build up to SP3, you get Cosmic Overload or whatever going.
Oh yeah, Hyperion's so strong. I just pulled a Cosmic Awakening gem, by the way.
Very good.
And right now it's got the champion's name on it. But if I pull the Hyperion before I get the champion, probably gonna use it on hype.
So he basically just he can basically incinerate her to death.
Yeah.
For just spamming SP1.
So well, is it easy to keep her in telepath form?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it is because of like the medium power gain Hyperion has after he gets Cosmic Overload going. Like he gets a longer power gain, which is not as intense as his normal power gain.
Okay.
So yeah, that was fun. Star-Lord can do it. Ghost can do it. I've been told.
Ghost. I haven't seen the fight yet that Ghost can't do in this.
Killmonger.
I wouldn't bring Killmonger in here.
No, Killmonger can. The Ghost can't do Killmonger.
Oh, she can't do the Killmonger fight.
Yeah.
Why not?
The damage back, I think, is too much.
Yeah, potentially. I mean, I'm sure Pete could probably play around it.
Yeah, Pete, that son of a bitch. So Ghost can do the Venom the Duck.
Venom the Duck actually probably wouldn't be too bad here.
Yeah, Oscillate.
On the Oscillate, when she's in diamond form, you'd probably deal a jillion damage.
Yeah. She's pretty good.
Yeah, I enjoy the Emma Frost fights in general. She's a good defender, but not too hard, you know. Just the right amount of difficulty.
She's not bullshit. You just gotta learn how to evade the SP1, SP2. SP2 is also pretty easy to evade.
Yeah, it's like Voids. I mean, it is almost the exact same timing as Void Special 2.
The first missile is slower, but the second one is pretty much the same timing.
Yeah. So Symbiote Supreme. Symbiote Supreme. I haven't done this fight. I haven't even entered it once yet, but just looking at it,
that fight is pretty good. That fight. So that for that fight, I'd say some of the top options are Stark. Okay. So a lot of people use Stark. Just let him auto evade his specials. He's not that bad if you do that. He's kind of immune to power drains.
Kind of, so yeah.
He gets drained like 90% less power.
But they got pilfered.
There is Pilfer. So Pilfer is the least of your worries because he always has a stagger on you. And if he staggers like a buff on you at the wrong time, you're dead. You're a dead man. He does a ton of damage if he nullifies.
Yeah.
Luke Cage does well against him.
Yeah, so he's got, even if he's not in his nullify damage phase, the node shatter basically does that.
Yeah, it shatters you. Void, I've been told, does decently against him. I'm not sure because he actually also gains like a increased attack, increased power gain based on the number of debuffs on him. So I'm not sure about Void. Red Hulk
probably does fine. I bet you Blade. Archangel would be fine. I bet you'd get out before you die.
Maybe it's a.
I would just block the special one, or I mean, block the special one, and
you can evade the SP1 without proccing decks very easily.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Super easily. Just get your distance.
I mean, you can do the 400,000 damage with Archangel in about 70-80 seconds.
Yeah, he also has a power gain, so you can also turn that power gain off with Archangel.
Ooh, interesting.
So that's good. He has a power gain when he changes phases.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so that would be good.
But yeah, once you get to his SP2, that SP2 is sometimes unblockable.
Oof.
I don't know how that works. And
well, that's just the node. It just says enhanced special 2.
That works too. So yeah, sometimes that SP2 is unblockable all the time.
Yeah.
And you have to evade it. And if you evade it at the wrong time, you're dead.
You're dead. You're dead.
You're dead. So yeah, that's an interesting fight. That's a quick fight though.
Yep, he's got a low health pool, and he seems to die easily in most game modes. Yeah. So, Aegon.
Then there's Aegon, and man, I like this fight.
I still haven't been able to do the stun lock with Ronan. As in, I get the stun lock, but somewhere along the line, I always mess up.
I went with Magic, Voodoo, the buff nullifiers that do very well against him. Apparently, Ghost works. Who would have known?
You know, any champion works if you're on your toes. This aspect of evolution works in your favor because his specials are easy to avoid, and as he gains more power in this fight, he gains more power gain. So eventually, a 5-hit combo will push him to a special 1, and then even eventually after that, if you're taking a long time, a 5-hit combo will push him to a special 2. It's but I mean, I tried this with Starkey a few times, and eventually, I just kept on getting clipped. I mean, he's an aggressive AI. He has a kind of a reach on his medium. And I don't know. I mean, it's just hard to keep up for such a long time, you
know? I think he's a lot of fun. I think he's a really fun fight.
Ronan power lock is definitely a thing, especially if you have a 550, 345 Ronan. Probably doable.
Yeah, Ronan works pretty well against him. Then we have Wasp.
Yeah, Wasp. That's
I also tried building up Aegon on Aegon.
Yeah.
Not a bad. Not a bad idea.
I successfully did it at one point and moved on to the void fight with enhanced tenacity already ready to go. And
how many hits did it take you to build up to kill Aegon with Aegon?
Oh, it was like a half solo. Like I had died with somebody else. Yeah. And so it probably would take, I'm trying to think. I think it would take like 400 hits. Maybe
by the end of the fight, were you critting a lot? Or
oh, yeah. You're critting. Yeah. Yeah. Like probably 3/4 of the time.
Does he shut down Aspect of Evolution?
No.
So Aegon doesn't shut down Aspect of Evolution, but you were still critting.
Oh, I see. Because there's crit resistance? Yeah, you don't crit as much, but you're still critting.
That's interesting.
Like, I was critting. Yeah.
That's good to know.
But, I mean, maybe it was not as much as normal. It's hard to tell with Aegon. Like, your crit rate goes up. And then also, I had the Sentry synergy, so I was critting up probably. Well, actually, no, I wasn't parrying. So, I don't know. I mean, I was critting. And you know, and then also, when I get to the Void fight, you're just ready to go. But
pairing is not really a thing in this fight, is it?
Your crit rate gets really high with Aegon. I mean, over 100 hits, your crit rate's very, very high.
Yeah.
So does Aspect of Evolution, theoretically, that 5%, is that, like, does that go to 0? Can't go to 0, can it?
Like, all the way down to 0?
Yeah, like a 0 crit rate? I don't think that's possible.
No, I don't think it can either.
Yeah. Yeah, but keep in mind, I went in after somebody was already dead, so I didn't start with like a low crit rate. It was,
yeah.
Yeah.
But you went in with 0 combo, right?
Yeah, went in with 0 combo. Got some.
That's very interesting.
Yeah,
that's good to know.
So
that's a good thing to know about Aegon.
Yeah, Aegon, dude, he's cool, but man, yeah, very hard, very cool, difficult. But... He's like a more difficult version of Star-Lord.
Yeah.
So
way more.
So Wasp, let's check out her nodes. Enhanced shock, stun immunity, enhanced abilities. Sounds like
really easy fight.
Sounds like Corvus food or any block proficiency champion.
Super easy fight, I feel.
Yeah, doesn't seem too bad.
Yeah, I didn't have any trouble with Wasp.
Did you just take a lot of blocked hits and that was it?
Not even a lot of blocked hits because, you know, if you play aggressively against her, and if you just bait heavies, but when you're baiting heavies, you interrupt her heavy.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't actually let the animation play out.
Yeah.
You can sometimes get like a combo, then get her enough to SP1.
Oh yeah.
So it's straightforward. She goes down pretty fast. She has like a 1400% HP node, which is kind of a lot. But even with all of that, she still has no health.
Yeah, she doesn't start with much, huh?
Yeah, she
10,000% of nothing is still nothing.
Yeah, we make a lot of fun of our Wasp boys. We have a lot of Wasp boys with 565 Wasps.
Yeah, it's because of the Ghost Peep players, right? Is she really that bad though to have as a champion at that level?
I mean, they don't really use her.
Yeah, that's the thing, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point. They don't use her. If you have Wasp at 565, chances are you have Ghost at 565. And in that case, what the hell are you doing using Wasp?
Or you're just taters and you don't have Ghost at 565. Or you don't have any Ghosts at all.
Yeah, well, that one was different. Taters doesn't need anybody but Mask.
Does great against Wasp because you get to bait heavies, land your own heavy, and then just take all the block hits you want because he doesn't take any block damage for the most part.
Yeah. Okay, so that's an easy fight. What about Iceman? Cold Snap? I'm assuming that with Sparky, just based on this...
Cold Snap was nothing.
You'd probably end up with like half hit points with Sparky.
10k Cold Snap. That's all it does.
It's nothing.
It's really nothing. There's block damage, of course, in the fight, not a lot. He doesn't have a lot of those. He has enhanced SP1, I think.
So if you are taking in Corvus to do the Iron Man fight, it might not be a bad idea to take those charges and then go to Iceman and then get the mutant charge, and not take any damage from the cold snap while you're at it.
Yeah, and be able to actually parry Iceman.
Yeah.
Reliably.
Yeah, you can parry the Iceman. Yeah, that'd be okay. Enhanced special one though, so be careful.
I've been told, and this may come as a shock to you, Ghost can do this fight.
Can Ghost really do this fight?
Very well.
Yeah. You don't say. Wow.
Yeah.
Very useful. You know.
Very. Who would have known? This little no champ Ghost.
Ghost can do this fight. Any tech champion can do this fight. Any champion with regen can do this fight.
Any champion without the regen can do this fight. It's just 10k. Just be a 455 or above, and you're fine.
Yeah. Probably.
Hydra Adaptoid though. Hydra Adaptoid was a little bit of a bitch to me.
Ronan can do this fight. Right?
Iceman?
No, I heard Ronan can do this fight. Even with the limber, I heard that his sig applies after the limber. That's the word on the street. So
yeah, word on the street.
So that's
Hydra
okay.
Adaptoid was an interesting one for me.
Is this the one that's unblockable and unstoppable like all the time?
Well,
this is not the one.
He's unstoppable pretty much all the time because he gets like the 5.5 second unstoppable right after every special, and he has a power gain.
And that's why you bring Captain America.
Yeah, Captain America does well. He has a strong limber for Cap, so he's not the best option.
Oh, okay.
Magic, very well, just rinses him.
Magic
just destroys her.
What, special 3s?
SP2s, and then you build up enough power to actually SP3 with Illusive Dispersion. Voodoo does well with Power Burn. He is poison and bleed immune though, so really can't do much there. He's a robot.
He's a robot.
Symbiote Supreme, he's a big emerger. I think we are seeing more and more of him. Morningstar. I've been told Ghost can do this fight again.
Can Ghost really do this fight?
Yeah.
So you're saying she can do it?
I'm saying that.
Oh God.
It's surprising, right?
One day I will design a fight that Ghost can't do. It will be part of the content creator's boss rush.
No, apparently people were talking about an armor break global on attackers.
That wouldn't. Everybody gets willpower though.
Yeah, everybody gets willpower, and Ghost gets a shaft.
That would be hilarious. Pete would find a way.
Yeah,
he'd find a way. He'd like shrug off the armor break somehow.
Always back up. So Hydra Adaptoid, not easy specials to avoid. A lot of buffs. Just bring a buff.
Seems like more of the niche fights here. You got to bring somebody who can handle buffs and power control potentially.
Power, because you can get stuck against the wall really easily.
Oh yeah, if you remember this, he was in the quest. I won't remember. He was in one of the event quests though, and everyone was having trouble with him until they discovered Ronin could do it.
Yeah,
this might ring bells for people.
Void is an easy fight.
Void got destroyed by Aegon. I think I went in with like 25% health and came out with 15% health. I mean, it was a bloodbath.
Aegon is basically designed just to counter this dude and this node. Like 90% armor, Aegon doesn't care because he crits so much.
Which is good because I suck at fighting Void. If I don't have Aegon, I die.
Blade can do it with Ghost Rider, I've been told.
Blade can do it. Punisher 2099 is one of my favorite unconventional counters for Void.
Yeah, he has a lot of hits, and I think he has a
9-hit special one.
High crit rate, 9-hit SP1, and you spam SP1, and you keep spamming SP1, and they're basically power locked, so he's fun.
Yeah. Very, very cool.
Brian do Void with Void.
Of course. Brian, he's like Pete, but for Void.
He's like avoid of any content from any other champion. Am I right?
Yep.
That was I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, but this fight,
Let's move on.
there's no nodes on it. It's just health and
Just
armor.
armor and health.
So you need to crit. So that's why Aegon is so good. And then boom.
Yeah, he has a lot of health, though, like 490k.
Yeah, just a lot. So let's move on to Guillotine, and then we'll do the Thanoses. So Guillotine has aspect of war, and somehow this turns her into a ninja. I mean,
really good fight.
Absolute ninja. She is like invincible. They like copied the AI, and now she's fighting. Invincible is fighting against us in the form of a computer.
Swinging that sword around.
Oh my god!
Very fast with it.
Yeah, she's really good.
A lot of light intercepts. She is debuff immune, which is a pain in the ass because
you can't power lock her.
How I fight aspect of war is I take Hyperion in there, and I just build up to an SP1 and spam SP1s because the incinerate actually cuts through, and it's so easy to like intercept with specials, even when the opponent is completely unblockable. But no, you can't do that here.
Yeah, and her medium can't be punished with a light intercept.
Can it?
It can't.
Oh yeah.
So there's no recourse here. I mean, it was really hard fight. I didn't know what to do. I ended up taking an Aegon and using the safeguard.
The medium can be punished with a light intercept if you have a voodoo. His stick is too long.
Well, if you do the light intercept correctly, you can do it with anybody. But like if you do a shallow evade. But what I'm talking about is with some champions like Hulk and Ultra, and even if you proc dexterity and you do a deep evade, you can still go back in.
Yeah, you're right.
Guillotine's not the case. Voodoo does have that stab, and so do champions like Proxima. She's got kind of a reach. So I don't know, maybe.
So yeah, this chick is a pain in the ass. Blade with Mystic Synergy, I've been told he does well.
Yeah, I could see that.
I've been told Stark does well sometimes.
Yeah, I could see that too, I guess.
Your intercepts just finish the fight fast. I'm not sure, and this may be refuted later on. I'm not sure if Ghost can do this fight. Maybe she can. She probably can.
Oh, come on. Ghost can do this fight. But like, let's just be realistic here, right? So, she could just do like 5 special 2s, and that would be it.
Yeah, you're right.
The game would...
Magic is decent here. Power control is decent.
But she can't power lock.
No, she can still power steal though.
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, they throw less specials. Vision isn't too bad if you get into a rhythm, but man, I'm telling you, this Guillotine, her AI is intense. Like, she's so good. She doesn't fall for those tricks. Yeah.
Just not a lot of options here, I feel.
Yeah.
Hyperion can punish her heavy with his heavy.
Oh, that's
just
nice.
For the beginning of the fight.
Yeah.
So good luck later on.
Yeah.
Just have fun. But my favorite fights here, my 2 favorite fights here, are back from months ago.
So remind me, which one is Thanos 1 and which one is Thanos 2? Because I haven't taken them yet.
Thanos 1 is the left one.
Okay.
Thanos 2 is the right one.
So Thanos 1 is the bleed.
Thanos 2 is the bleed one.
Oh, okay. So which one? What does Thanos 1 have? The Genesis aura?
Thanos 1 has the aura for phase 1. The Genesis one for the phase 1. You basically have to stun him, otherwise he will regen and you will degen if you're near him.
Okay.
That's his phase 1, not too bad. For phase 2 he has inverted controls.
Okay.
And for phase 3 he has the unstoppable unless if you intercept him. Which is kind of my least favorite part of the fight, because sometimes it really depends on the AI. The AI can be really, really shitty about it.
Yeah, you're gonna die.
Yeah, you're
Have we
gonna
established if Rhino can handle this aspect of war style stuff? Does it count if you intercept and you're unstoppable? You know what I mean? If you get hit.
Yeah. I'm not.
I'd like to test it.
And
I will.
Rhino's
I
not
will.
the
I will
only
try
tank
to
that can
test
do
it
that anymore. I think Night Thrasher can do that too.
with the right synergy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe we should try that with a. I don't have a high rank Rhino. So
I do. I have a 455 Rhino. I'll try it out during this while this thing's active still.
Definitely have fun with that.
Could try it versus the Guillotine too.
Yeah.
So, okay. What about the other Thanos? That one has the bleed aura.
So the first Thanos, you basically just need to get down the inverted controls. Thanos is a straightforward fight, but it's really fun. You want like high DPS. Blade with Ghost Rider works.
Archangel.
Ghost works. Who would have known? Luke Cage works, especially for the third phase. He saves you stuff, items, and things.
Yep.
Archangel, yeah. I keep forgetting Archangel, man. Everybody keeps forgetting Archangel.
Even Kabam.
Even Kabam. No, Kabam never forgets Archangel. They just keep shafting.
They're like, hey, don't. Does this update have something that makes Archangel worse? No. Okay.
I'll put it in.
Put something in there. That's pretty much top priority here.
Yeah. But the other Thanos is the bleed one. Is the bleed on phase 1. His SP2, his phase 2 is apparently bugged because every single one of the projectiles look real now for some reason.
Yeah, I saw that. That's pretty brutal.
So
you're gonna want to use Ghost in that case, and phase through all of them.
You're just gonna stun lock him, or you can just push, like you can brute force through him.
Yeah,
in that phase.
It will cost revives.
These two don't have as much HP as the rest of them.
That's good.
Yeah, they have like 320k instead of 450.
Oh, thank God.
They're not that bad. And his third phase is actually my favorite because he doesn't get unstoppable or anything. He gets death touch. So if he touches you, you dead.
That's cool.
Just don't let him touch you, and he's actually more aggressive and more cooperative than the first one. So you can just intercept him and get your safeguard going. If you're an Avenger, you get an even better safeguard going.
Mm-hmm.
This dude is a lot of fun. I did solo him with Omega Red because he's really perfect for that first phase. You get bleeds on you, and this Thanos doesn't throw specials if you play very defensively. So just keep that in mind. Okay. And he gets you free regen as soon as you enter phase 2. Also, if you have Luke Cage, you enter phase 2, you take a hit on purpose. So you get the degen on you. You get the 80% something degen on you. And maybe you are at 20%. You get your indestructible going. The degen ticks, but you don't take the damage. And then you immediately regen like 200%.
Oh, that's nice.
So yeah, this dude is not that bad. Stark works. Blade with Ghost Rider works. Luke Cage works. Sentinel, man, what a unsung hero that dude has been lately.
Wow.
Yeah. Ghost works. Who don't know?
Ghost works. She does indeed work. We can confirm.
We can confirm she works.
Yeah.
But moving on to the final boss, the boss that puts Voodoo on the map again.
Puts a lot of people on the map.
Yeah, every Voodoo owner is very happy.
The champion is not. He's a good boss. Like, he's just a good fight, Gets that the unstoppable, but you can actually use a special. Mm-hmm. So Voodoo does amazing, huh? He can poison this guy, keep the regen down. Pretty sweet.
Yeah, man, 20 stacks of poison just is a regular occurrence here. I wouldn't.
I loved Hood versus this guy. Soloed him with
Yeah.
a unduped Hood, no problem.
Symbiote Supreme, Loki, Mephisto, Morningstar.
People are doing these with with 550 champions. The Mystics.
Yeah.
It seems like Mystic champions often just depend on, time, not numbers. Like you can always usually take a lower rated Mystic champion versus somebody because their abilities don't work on numbers. They're like nullify and regens and percents and stuff like that. It's pretty cool power control.
I think people were saying Domino.
Of course.
She's great. She also can do things.
Something tells me Ghost would do okay.
Yeah, I saw a video of a man, little known man. After I posted this, he was like, "So Cameron, you missed this boy," and I was like, "No, I didn't, and you should get out of here." Yes, so
Doctor Strange can do it. I saw a really cool Reddit post about that.
Doctor Strange 4-star, yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, probably. It looked like he may have had the enhanced regen synergy on.
Maybe,
potentially.
yeah.
It was hard to tell, but he was regenning more than I kind of remember Doctor Strange post nerf regenning. So
Scarlet Witch, I bet can do this too.
Yeah, I bet
you get
so.
lucky with a few crits.
Yeah.
He's a 5-star. He's not a 6-star, so not really a lot of challenger rating difference.
Yeah.
But man, what a interesting
great challenge
piece of content.
I wish it wasn't going away so soon.
Yeah. I wish it was permanent, and I wish. Okay, I'm gonna say something, and people may take offense to this.
Ooh.
I wish it didn't have any rewards. Because okay, I think the point of this challenge is not to actually do it for the rewards. It's to practice.
Okay, I could get on board with that, but it'd have to be permanent. It would have to be permanent.
It was permanent, and it didn't have any energy requirement.
How about let's compromise, huh? Let's compromise.
Mm-hmm.
No rewards except for a chest that gave you 1 6 stone.
Sweet, that works. Like 1 5-star 6 stone?
Yeah, the crystal, the random one. You just farm it. Yeah. You can just farm this thing while you're practicing, get the 6 stones. Maybe even a random plus 5 6 stone or something, or plus 2 6 stone.
Yeah.
Because now the 6 stones are coming in a lot easier now, so they're being devalued a little bit. So it wouldn't be bad to have a farming place.
I saw a lot of people complain about the rewards versus the difficulty of this, and I don't think Kabam intended this to be like an end game challenge or an end game piece of content that's there for the sake of the rewards.
I think you said it in the beginning. This was for the players that have nothing to do.
Yeah.
And it was fun. And people enjoyed it.
I think the piece of content that's for the rewards is Variant. And Variant does a good job at,
Variant is easily the best rewards for the difficulty we've ever seen, probably.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so difficult, but the rewards are just out of this world. I mean, we're talking like a year worth of Alliance War. It's crazy how good Variant rewards are.
In the case of the maze, I wouldn't be surprised if people who actually go in there and practice in there would end up spending a lot less on Alliance Wars. So it's like it's a great practice area. You have Korg in there, you have Emma in there, you have Heimdall in there, you have
just make it permanent, Kabam. I don't have time. It's the holiday season. I barely have time to get in there.
You're right. But what if you hate your family?
Ooh, in that case.
In that case,
I think I might have to dust off my ghost. Okay.
But I feel at the end of the day, it was a piece of content that came out with rewards that's so easy to pass up on.
Yeah, and Come on, they're not that bad. I'll take those 25 6 stones.
You don't need it. You don't need anything in there.
Yeah.
You don't need a T2A. 25 6 stones. You can get those from like 2 weeks worth of 3-day events, or
Jeez, are you guys getting them that quickly?
Yeah, we have some crazy people who put up scores, and I may be one of them now. Like I did like 100K in this completion.
Jeez.
But
that's what we have as our whole entire alliance.
But there's the 3-day events, there's the challenges, there's the labs and whatever. They come with 6 stones. 25 6 stones, they come in time. They did incentivize me to actually use my 5 revives on this and finish it up, because I was very tired.
Oh yeah.
But 5 revives in the grand scheme of things is basically free. Like,
oh yeah,
it's 20% revives.
Yeah.
And I agree that it should be permanent for players to actually work up to this, because these defenders that are in there, they're some of them are like timeless defenders. Korg is a timeless defender. Learning how to play around aspect of war is gonna help you anywhere. Like, in any fight. If you're at low health, what are you gonna do? You gotta intercept.
Yep. Emma Frost reversing controls.
Yeah.
Heimdall, which is like handling power gain, baiting specials.
Yeah.
Yeah. Killmonger, of course.
Killmonger playing around, his power gain, playing around your power gain. It's a lot of things to keep in mind. Iron Man Infinity War is never going away. He's always going to be a top 5, top 10 defender.
Yes.
So, yeah, man, put these, boss, like Alliance War boss, like level fights in the game. Put no energy cost. Make it a permanent content.
Yeah.
Take away all the rewards except for maybe 1 chest of 6 stones, and let people practice in there. It's a lot better. People want rewards. Fine, go to Variant. Fine, go to Labyrinth. Fine, go to Act 5. This is a people were asking for like X-Men danger rooms where you can practice against hard fights.
Oh yeah, this is a whole nother level.
Danger room. This is danger room with a lot of danger. Aspect of evolution. That's a hard node in war. That's a brutal node. That's node 29 right there. But you can play around that here. You can learn how to fight without blocking. I think for the people who were complaining about rewards, I don't think they understood the whole point of this challenge. This challenge is not there to milk the players or to milk resources out of them, because why get milked for a T2A and like 25 6 stones? You really don't have to.
Yeah, there's no point in getting all worked up about it.
Yeah.
So anyway,
I'm happy it's in the game.
Yeah, me too. I think that sums it up for us from that. We went through every fight, talked about it as a whole. Hopefully we see some more stuff like this. Yeah. Cool. Thanks, man.